congratulations, you scored yourself 2 nominations for this year's SAMA Awards. Tell us a little bit more about the moment you found out about the awards.
Well, because the album came out in November of 2006, I didn't expect it. So it was actually better that I didn't know, I didn't see it coming. So I was very, very excited. I initially knew about the Song of the Year, or at least the Record of the Year nomination. And when I went through the list, I noticed that we were also up for another music video award. And that just blew me away, so it's good.
And tell us a little bit more about the album. I know you said you released it in 2006, but you are reaping the rewards now. So tell us a little bit more about how many tracks you have, how long it took to get it done, and who produced it in that.
Okay, I started working on the album, well, I pretty much worked on it the whole of 2006. But actually getting to the recording of the album was a 3-year process. I think, I started with a different sort of genre of music, but I just went through a process where I had to really redefine who I was within the industry and just get a sound that was more reflective of who I was. And that really took that long. It took a lot of performances, finding different people to work with that would help me bring that across. As soon as things were in place, it took us 7 months in studio. I had a very ambitious dream, but an awesome team behind me. I remember we had to do gigs, and then off the money that we'd make, we'd have to pay people. But things went a bit easier as soon as Sony BMG came on board. The wonderful thing about that was they heard the material and they just loved it for what it was, which was awesome for me because before then I was being told, maybe this kind of sound won't work in this country, and just a lot of negative comments. But to have a record company come into a project and go, we love it, we can't work to sink our teeth into it. So it was awesome. I had really very key people in terms of the marketing, Sony BMG, a very reputable record company, and that has amazing connections, a wonderful management team, and a wonderful team to compose with. So I just think the formula was already set to do something special. It still blows me away how well this album is done. In 2007, I call it 2000 Heaven, it was so good. There were countless awards, amazing performance opportunities. I've met everyone from Lira to Harry Belafonte. I've had an opportunity to perform with Yvonne Chaka Chaka. I've released in Italy, Germany, Switzerland, Austria, I've released in France, on my way to Fiji. It's just like it's endless. So I'm so glad I made this move. I'm happier than I've ever been. And God, South Africa and the world, but mostly South Africans have been so amazing in terms of their support. I'm just very appreciative of the love I've received.
You've been nominated for your music video.
Yes.
I can't pronounce it.
Ixesha.
Tell us a little bit more about the concept of the music video and why you think you should win in this category.
Okay, with Ixesha we were very creative. We really shot a blue screen, which means the environment was really manipulated. I had to work really hard to deliver a good performance for the video. I do think coupled with that environment, the creative environment, as well as the performance, the video is really amazing. The colors, the communication between me and the camera. It's really a beautiful piece of work. And I think it's one of the best videos that came out last year. I must say I really would appreciate getting that one because I really do think we would deserve it. I mean, not to say any of the other videos are less or of a lesser quality or whatever, but I just think it's one of the best videos that came out of last year.
The Record of the Year is obviously one of the big categories. You're going up against, the list is endless.
I know.
What does it mean for your career to be nominated in a category like that?
It's absolutely amazing because I don't think a song that is like feel good. It's down tempo. Very often, Song of the Year, you'd get a lot of kwaito acts up in there. You'd get a lot of DJs. So for a song like Feel Good to make it, for me, it just feels like it's like history in the making. It's wonderful that we're being considered for that award, deservedly so, for the kind of success that it's had. it's really just amazing for my career. It's certainly going to make my profile look a little prettier. And I don't know what the chances are of winning, because I think there's a good 20 people up there, so it's a lot more stiff. But still, it would be nice to win that one. Actually, that would be, I think, the highlight of my career thus far.
When you go to these award ceremonies, I saw you at the Mzansi Awards, you looked gorgeous. So I must commend you on that. It's a glitzy affair, let's be honest. So the red carpet's going to be rolled out.
Yeah.
Have you started thinking
it's the
about...
yellow carpet.
Is it the yellow one? Oh, okay. Oh, duh. Makes sense. Okay, well, what are you going to be wearing on the yellow carpet then?
I've got this wonderful young designer, Khari. He approached me. He wanted to do a dress for me, and so we went about. Obviously, he had to talk to me to find out what I like, but I went with a very unusual color that I'm not going to share. I'm hoping I'll be the only one wearing the color, but it's very reflective of me. And I think, honestly, with these events, that's the highlight, you know, just going through the whole trouble of dressing up and doing the whole walk and strutting your stuff and striking the pose. That is the height of the evening for some of us. So I'm looking forward to that. But my dress is absolutely beautiful. It's very elegant. It's got a lovely long trailing, and I tend to love that. It really adds, like, you can play with the dress. I like it. I think I'm very famous now for playing with my clothes. And that one, I know I'll just be sort of swinging it all over the place. I really can't wait. Hi, my name is Lira. Please vote for me on this year's Record of the Year in the Samba Awards. The number is 083 123 7262. And to vote for me, you choose the letter L. Meantime, keep tuned into the Times online for more summer coverage.